Today we will see the application of a uniform circular motion. In that, the application of a conical pendulum. Conical pendulum is one of the application of a uniform circular motion. Before start this conical pendulum, we will see the definition of a simple pendulum. Because conical pendulum is nothing but the simple pendulum. Now here, what is simple pendulum? Simple pendulum. Again, there are two types of the simple pendulum. One is ideal simple pendulum, another one is a practical simple pendulum. Now, what is the arrangement of simple pendulum? Now, simple pendulum consists of a string which is weightless and inextensible string. One end of the string there is a point mass. We call it as a bob, solid bob, and another end of that string is to the rigid support. And this is the point of suspension. Now this arrangement is called a simple pendulum. Now the definition of the simple pendulum is that a point mass or a tiny mass, suspended by means of a weightless, inextensible string to the rigid support. Now this arrangement is called a simple pendulum. Okay. Now here, the motion of the simple pendulum is the straight line. Suppose now we demonstrate the simple pendulum here. Suppose this is a rigid support, this is the string, and this point mass is suspended by means of this string to this rigid support. Now this arrangement is called a simple pendulum. Okay. Now when we move this point mass to one of the extreme position and it releases, then it performs the straight line path. Suppose if we pull this point mass to the extreme position, then it makes some angle at the point of suspension, and when it releases from this extreme position, then it goes through mean position to the another extreme position, and the path is a straight line. Okay. Now this is a simple pendulum. Here, then what is the difference between the simple pendulum and conical pendulum? The arrangement of the conical pendulum is same, but the motion of that pendulum is a right vertical cone. It means, so the motion of the simple pendulum is straight line in this way, but in a conical pendulum, the motion of that pendulum is a right vertical circular cone along the vertical axis, and it performs the horizontal circular motion, and this is nothing but the horizontal circular motion. Now in this way, this pendulum performs the cone-like structure here in this way. Now it performs the horizontal circular motion, and this is a right vertical cone, and that pendulum is called a conical pendulum. Now it makes the cone-like shape. Suppose this is a rigid support, this is the point of suspension, this is the string, and this pendulum performs the horizontal circular motion in this way. Now this is the conical pendulum, and here the simple pendulum is simply the straight line path here. Here it performs the linear simple harmonic motion. Here it performs the angular motion, angular velocity. It has an angular velocity because it performs the horizontal circular motion. Now here, this is the path of that pendulum, and therefore this is the radius of curvature of this pendulum. R is the radius of that path, and this is the length of that string here. Okay. Now, what is the period of this pendulum that we have to derive? How much time is required to complete the one oscillation of this bob, to complete the one oscillation that we have to consider? That is nothing but the period of a pendulum. Now, conical pendulum consists of this string and this arrangement. Here is the point of suspension, here is the length, this is the center of curvature, and this is radius of curvature. When this pendulum comes to this position and it performs the horizontal circular motion, at that time this string has a tension toward the center, and this tension divides in two perpendicular components. One is the vertical component and another one is the horizontal component. Now this vertical component is t cos of theta and horizontal component is t sin of theta. Now in this two parameters of this tension, there is an angle theta here. Okay. Now this t cos of theta maintains the weight of the bob, mg, and t sin theta, which is directed toward the center, it maintains the centripetal force. Hence, we can write the two equations now. T cos of theta maintains the weight of the bob, and t sin theta maintains the centripetal force, that is mv square by r, or it can be written as mr omega square. We have to consider the angular velocity omega here. Therefore, we can write this equation mv square by r is equal to mr omega square. Now, this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. Okay. Now, dividing both equations, then mr omega square upon mg is equal to t sin theta upon t cos of theta. Now here t and t cancel out, this m and m gets cancelled, and therefore omega square is equal to g sin theta upon r cos of theta. Now here from figure, the value of r from figure, r is equal to what? L cos of theta, where L is the length of that pendulum, and substitute this value of r in this equation, then g sin theta upon L sin theta, then r is equal to L sin theta into cos of theta. Now this sin theta and sin theta gets cancelled, we get the equation g by L cos of theta. Now this is the value of omega square. Now here omega square is equal to this, then what is the value of omega? Omega is equal to square root of g upon L cos of theta. Now we know that the equation of omega is equal to, in terms of period, omega is equal to what? 2 pi upon capital T, and it is equal to square root of g upon L cos of theta, where t is the period of pendulum. We know the definition of the period. Time required to complete the one oscillation to the bob is called the period, and we have to derive the equation of the t, and therefore t is equal to 2 pi under root of L cos of theta upon g. Now by using this equation, we can calculate the period of a pendulum, or the time required to complete the one oscillation of the pendulum, that t is equal to 2 pi under root of L cos theta upon g, where L is the length of the string or length of the pendulum, theta is the angle made at the point of suspension, and g is the acceleration due to gravity. By using this equation, we can calculate the period of conical pendulum. Okay. Now this is one of the application of a uniform circular motion. Here also there is a main role of the centripetal force.